Hi, I'm Candice and welcome to Draft Lab. I am really excited to be here. I've been talking about doing this YouTube channel for a couple weeks now, and I thought this morning that I would just jump in and walk the walk, so to speak. I'm just showing up today in all of my imperfection, in all of my Saturday morning tank top and messy hair, because life drafting is what I embody. I want to embrace a non-perfection approach to life. And for me, if I'm being completely honest, it's really difficult. I have a total fear of failure, as many of us do, but it is the stepping forward and doing it anyway that really counts. So I am doing it. I'm showing up this morning again in all my imperfect glory that I have behind me. To share with you my life drafting approach. Now, I'm a coach. I'm an educator. I love to impart my perspective and knowledge and all of that onto other people. So that's why I'm here. But really, life drafting is a mindset. It's a way of being. It is not an approach. It is not a follow these 5 steps and you will have success and happiness in your life. It is not about that at all. It is a way to look at life planning. It is a way to look at the obstacles, the failures, the plot twists and turns in your life as they come. A little bit of my history and why life drafting means so much to me. At the end of 2021, I was diagnosed with tongue cancer. And in 2022, I spent most of that year in treatment and recovery and building up my energy again. So what tongue cancer treatment entailed for me was the removal of over half of my tongue. Now, I am someone who loves talking and eating. They are two of my favorite things in the world. I grew up with my grandma referring to me as, "Oh, Candice, she's such a good eater." So it has been part of my identity since I'm young. And the term foodie is a new one, but one that I fully embrace, and yes, that is me because I love food. And I've always been a talker as well. And I was the one in elementary school who got the comments on the report card as worked hard but talked too much. So yeah, when cancer threatened those two big parts of who I was, it was difficult. It was a tough time, let alone that before my treatment even began, I was in so much pain. I was taking a lot of medication to manage that pain, and I was sleeping all the time. So I would say from December of 2021 until my surgery in March, it was a fog. I slept a lot and was in a lot of pain. And then in March was my surgery. That surgery left me with a trach for about a month afterwards. I was in intensive care for a week, and I also had a feeding tube placed in my abdomen that was there about a month prior to surgery. So from February to November, most of my nourishment was directly to a tube in my stomach. Again, I'm a foodie. So it was crazy. So yeah, I had radiation, chemotherapy, all of that, and then probably by August, I was able to start eating food again and gradually building up my swallowing strength and all of that goes with it. But the main reason I tell you my whole cancer story in this very first episode is that I maintain a positivity through it all. And I'm not talking toxic positivity. I'm not talking, oh yeah, everything's wonderful. It was not. It was horrible. I spent all of my time at home, and again, not like me. I spent all of my time at home cooking, watching reruns of Gilmore Girls, watching the Food Network 24/7. Oddly, I couldn't eat anything, but I was living vicariously through the Food Network. But through all of that, I knew I would be okay. And I knew that I could rewrite the scripts that were in my head telling me I can't go out in public again. I can't go out and talk with this voice. I knew that I needed to take this horrible, painful experience and turn it into something bigger. And that is my hope with the Draft Lab. That is my hope with Pencil and Purpose. That is my hope for all of you so that I can help you rewrite and pencil your way forward in a life that makes sense. And again, a life that feels authentically who you are. Because I didn't ask for this voice. It wasn't in my 10-year plan that I made for myself. It is not something that anyone could have predicted for me. But I learned how to pivot and shift and look for the lessons and learn from it and move forward in a new, authentic way. And that is what I want for all of you. I want to be able to support you in your journey, wherever that is taking you, wherever that has left you, whether you have experienced something life-changing or you are, as I am as well right now, sending your baby off to college, whether you are in a major career transition. These are all events that change who we are and change our direction. And instead of fighting it, instead of saying, oh my god, how am I going to get through this? You're going to get through it one step at a time. You're going to get through it by penciling forward, writing out one little plan at a time until you're through it. Until you have a new version of who you are and who you're meant to be. It's all about finding that purpose in whatever you're going through. And I know that, again, sounds cliche, but I don't mean it that way at all. I mean truly finding out who you are, what you stand for, and how you're going to move through life. And it's not about having that perfect plan. It's knowing that whatever comes your way, you're equipped to handle it. And that is what I want to show people. So thank you for tuning in to my very first YouTube video. Happy to talk to you more. I have to work on my closing. But again, I'm showing up in my imperfection today. So maybe my future videos will be more polished. Maybe not. Alright, take care.